Hello. Hello, everyone. What is up? Hello, Lamp, Hat, Joe. I forgot to do my no live announcement on Twitter. Just a second. How are you guys doing? Now live. There goes one, there goes another. Yippee. Hello, Battle3. Hello, Trooper. Hello, Dork. Doing great. Let's go. Alright, enough. Hello. Hello to all the dorks out there. Let me just quickly. Yes. I'm going to my throne and getting rid of the stuff that is not available anymore. I'm a dork, that's me, hell yeah. We are the dorks. Hello, Aki. It's me, the AK-15 guy. Sorry, also valid. In Throne raised their prices or something recently? I am not aware, actually. But if they raise something, it shows it. I mean, if they raise something, I assume it will be like processing fees and stuff. Like, they're not charging me anything. I don't know if they're charging extra to people because of extra fees tied to something or other. Maybe something to do with the US tariff thing. I don't know. Or maybe Amazon. Or just inflation in general. Yippee! The economy. Feature. Changing the feature gift back to my model. Maybe the war, you know. Could be they raise their prices for something, but as I said, it's not like they're charging me anything. There's no like subscription service or something. I don't know if that'll be a higher charge for people. So far from what I'm seeing, at least on my end, when I look at my wish list on like the way people will usually look at it, see it, it looks okay. It seems like the regular prices. You guys don't have economic crisis? Oh, we do. It's just not so bad. But we very much do. It's just that, you know, when you compare, it's basically inexistent. If you compare it to places like Argentina. She's looking down on us, hell yeah. They look like the US staff might have been raised. Because that is not the price. I'm getting rid of my advanced stuffs on Throne also because they not because I don't drink it anymore, because it feels disingenuous to have people gift it to me when I get like an ambassador discount when I buy them myself. Okay, guys, you enjoy quote unquote enjoy economic crisis, but in exchange you're pretty much ignored when all the world crises things are happening. Now I'm here in Canada and I don't wanna even think about what's going on across the ocean. But like, you know, I can buy shit. I guess. Like, you know, one thing for the other kind of thing. Pain Peco. Indeed. You probably get rid also of things like Little Hope that I have here. I have all the Dark Pictures games here, and I'm like, I already played them. Why do I still have them here? I think I do have some of these books also, so I'll need to double check later. A bunch of clothes, food, cat gifts, Final Fantasy 14 items. Alright, seems like we're okay now. Let me actually... Let me actually add this. I want to buy this figurine. Allowed crowdfunding, yeah. Gonna have you guys help with my addiction. With my hyperfixation. If you see a foreigner in the corner, yes. I think that, I'm pretty sure that is the figure, yeah. Sorry guys, I just really like putting like Genshin Impact. I was about to ask why for in the corner because I want her. And I'm trying to save money so desperately. Let me just double check until when does the order end? Until the rerun. Oh no, I don't want her in game. I mean, I wouldn't complain about having her in game, but like, I only play the card game in Genshin, and I already have her in the card game, so. Okay. Pre-order, okay, but when does the pre-order close? Ami, this is what I need to know. I'm sweating. Yeah, there's a bunch of Furina merch in Throne. Do not be surprised if you start seeing some of that. Okay, I'm gonna just check. Let me just check all these other stores. Some of these stores should say when the pre-order ends, right? Steps to play Genshin: 1, you open it; 2, you close it. Why are you so French? Have you seen Furina? She's the best thing, the only good thing to come out of Genshin. She's the best little meow meow indeed. Okay. Okay, there's still a. It looks like there's still like a month left for the pre-order. I think. Or at least in some websites. It's a funny also because some websites have like expected release. I mean, a lot of them like say expected. Almost all of them say expected release February 2026, and there's this one that says late April 2026. What? What? And Chat Pitan. I haven't seen Capitano, so I wouldn't know. I am considering reading Natlan just because of the lore, but I'll see. It will depend on whether I can sit myself through it or not. I hate that Ami doesn't say when the pre-orders end. It says like, yeah, it says it's a pre-order, but it doesn't say when it closes. When does it close? But yeah, anyway, I do want that figurine very badly. What other Furina stuff do they have here? Let me see. There's like 2 or 3 Genshin characters that I'll buy merch from, and Furina is one of them. So Furina is the main one. I'm considering watching a video. Yeah, no, I watch it. I watch Genshin. I watched Fontaine. Though, ironically enough, Fontaine, I would actually go and play it. if it weren't for like, there's a middle section that is like that drags, drags forever. That makes me that reminds me like, oh yeah, right, this is Genshin. But that, so as I'm considering doing maybe the work quests or something, since you know I do have the game downloaded for the card game to play the TCG. But yeah, no, I'm watching it. That and Star Rail, I'm just watching. I can't be bothered to play anymore. What is Store Collab here? Oh, I had one of those. They sell stuff here that looks like fan art. Are you allowed to sell this random store? Probably not. There was Furina stuff. Furina. There's gonna be a... I just saw the tweet yesterday. There's gonna be a pop-up store in Toronto. But I'm like, can I be bothered to drive like 6 hours to Toronto? And get in there with a bunch of Genshin fans. Just for Furina and like doing... I don't know if I love her that much, man. That's just... Wait. I'm going through the merch available, the one that's already in Throne. You know, sometimes there's some... In Throne, there's some stores that are like partnered with Throne. So I kind of just look in Throne directly and just add the gifts directly from there instead of like going to the website and adding manually. And I found one that has like some Genshin standees. But you know, it has like very different ones, a bunch of different ones. And the thing where you need to select the characters, so select a Genshin. Select a Genshin. Pick the impact. But yeah, like guys, if you see an influx of Furina merch on my throne, it's normal. Do not question it. I just really love Furina. We always wear the Genshin impact. It was us all along. Select a Genshin. It's the same store, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, it's the same store. Select a Genshin. Damn, all these Genshins. Still don't get where people see on Furina. She's cute. She has a great design. And mostly also you need to play the story. It's tied to the story a lot, I think. Aside from just having great design. She has some. I mean, Fontaine in general has some great character designs, I feel. But yeah, it's mostly tied to the story. This is my husband. But yeah, I'll put them in a collection later. For now, if you check my throne, do not be surprised at the amount of Furinas that will be in there. Furina invasion. Okay, I think that's enough for my wish list. I think that's enough Genshins on my wish list for now. Let's just make. Let me make. I'm gonna make a collection that has like fan merch, fandom merch, or just merch, game merch, just merch. Dorks joining. But yeah, also she's voiced by Amberly Connors in English. And she makes amazing work. She just adds so much life to the character that I'm like, damn, insane. Alright. Now that I'm doing this, I wonder though, will there be any Pierce Frontline? Do I dare hope? Holy shit, there is. I think it's mostly the figures though. How do they have these things still available? Fall Vector or... Wow, they have the 416 Figma. The Centauresi scale figure. The M4 Figma. How many of these are real is the question. Only one way to find out. It's only 3 pages, but you know, we take those. Oh, there's a Florence figure. Oh, there's the other Florence figure. I don't know which one of the two is worse. Then there's the other Florence figure. There's the other one. I'll send this to my cousin. And there's the other one. There's a recolored one for some reason. Why is she pink? There is one. She's barely wearing any clothes. How do the merch people get away with this? There's a furry one. There's an arrow cloud one. Oh, there's the dance pole one that you were saying, Joe. There's the other one with the PC, with the computer. When did Florence get so many fucking figures? I have no idea about this. Because I pretty much ignore her. There's the one with the pillow. You know, sadly I do. This one doesn't look that nice. I prefer the one I have for 416. They have the bunny one for 416, but I have the anniversary one with the staircase. That's just beautiful. In all of them, she's barely wearing clothes, right? In the 41, she's wearing good amount of clothes. And I think that's the only one. They have a Nanaka one. These are some insane prices though, but I mean, these are scale figures. So. They're on the pricier side. I really like the AR-15 one. I like her face though, but everything else is great. These are probably resells too, which is why they're so expensive. What do you mean the M4 one costs $500? That's insane. They're probably stuff that they have in stock. Or like resell stuff, so they just... they just pumped up the prices. What? Yeah. The Mod 3 one, yeah. I'm sure that is not the original price, so it must be a thing of like, you know, all these figures are normally, you know, figures so are always like time limited. so you can only get them well for a little while. They're not like permanent merch. So it's probably one of those things. Since it's not available anymore, they're like, oh, we're gonna sell this at ridiculous prices. The mod 3 one was limited. I mean, all figures are most of the time. How come there's so many pages for Furina and only one page for Arlecchino? This is discrimination. Yo, dice? Oh, it's because they... I see. They just put like similar words also. So it gives me a lot of results. Probably? What do you mean probably? I got an Arlecchino circle cosplayer once. I was cosplaying as a knife from YouTube with a nice experience. You grabbed their hair? Why? That sounds like fun though. Anyway, enough going through my wishlist. It's time to actually open the game. Oh, worst game. See if we can finish. Because in the anime, and I've grabbed someone's hair and sexy. Oh, okay, I remember now. Okay, I see. That would have been cool to see. Yeah. Crossover. I really like Arlecchino too, so. But yeah, speaking of, I did mention, I think I kind of dropped the thought mid-sentence, but yeah, I am watching like Genshin and Star Rail. Where are they calling me now? Wait, actually, I need to answer this. Give me a second. right, that was shorter than I expected. ETA when rush limit might come to yen fall or winter. That is the new one that's coming out in CN, right? With the re-release of the game on Steam. I will say winter because we're probably gonna get. Actually, no, we might get convolutional kernel during. We'll probably get convolutional kernel during summer, won't we? I'm talking northern hemisphere. For those in the lower half of the planet. All right, just let me write to Cook or something real quick. It has to do with the call I just got. All right. We may get the Steam release along with the event. Steam release would be great, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, if they got it approved in China, it shouldn't be a big issue to have it approved in worldwide Steam, right? I don't know how Steam stuff works. But yeah, that would be great. Assuming the Steam client works properly. Because, you know, I use LD Player and it works. It works. Works pretty well. But yeah. Using emulators is it's weird. I don't know, I got too used to PC clients. Steam gets something approved with Vice game and not reject. I see. They have the distribution rights, they can upload it worldwide whenever they want. The game gives an overring more shipping full for Shikika and Kalina. Oh yeah. We love Kalina in this house. For the people that will be reading, remember no spoilies, because I do not read. Until the stuff releases in global. Yippee. I can't read Chinese. There has to be someone that translates still, right? I mean, I know TL Anon got like shadow hired by Mika supposedly, but there has to be someone else, right? Right? None of the newer content creators did a Google translation of it a few days back. Oh no, not Google. Oh, now. Remember what happens when they try to put a Mika script through machine translation. Remember Neuroclan. Hello, Mango Tango. Rosa jubilada, my beloved. De la sierra. I forgot in Spanish you get grosa jubilada. Forget the old man and De La Sierra, my favorite characters from Neural Cloud. El de Lazo. What an experience that was. They still hadn't uploaded the final 2 events in PNC. There's 2 more events. Yeah, the Neural Cloud Spanish translation. Oh, Neural Cloud doesn't have a Spanish translation. It's a Frontline 2. That is very much machine translated from what I've been told. And it shows. So like what me and Dog and Joe are joking about now with Grossa is, because you know the gas that you get, the blue rarity, they're called like retired something, like retired name of the gun. So in Spanish they translated it like literally, like retire Grossa, but retire as in like when a person is in retirement. Retired Grossa had enough fighting. She retired to live in peace in the Elmo. And now she's fighting Paradeus again. But yeah, it's Gears Frontline too. That apparently all the other languages except like, you know, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and English. Apparently all the other languages were just like machine translated, and they called it a day, which is not great. But all right, let's jump into the game before we keep talking about the very machine translation. Let's look at some proper localization here. Let's go. Let me... You can hear the game, but you cannot see it because I have not changed the game capture thing from reverse. There we go. Let's jump into the better... I have to change to Spanish to see the fun. Also, I was scrolling with the last level of this one. And I was told I can't bring up to 3 copies of each, so... Let's just do that. Not that I know what I'm doing, but, you know, we try. Attempts are made. Let's see how we go. Damn. It shows not having the Scar Sister, yeah. I'm like, damn, I have no idea what I'm doing. No. Die. Die already. Okay, this is just extra. Worst case scenario, we're done here already. Yippee! Hello, Ravenclaw Eaglet. The Chiefs running are very cute. They are. That was the last level. Yippee!
指揮官、お待ちしておりました。早速今日の行動を開始してください。
So now we got the extra stories. You want the gold-hungry rat. To see what is up with these people before continuing the main story. Yippee! In a deserted warehouse on the western plains of the valley, Dark Zone.
There is no dust. The marks of heavy items dragged across the floor are still fresh. They haven't been gone long.
The warehouse is now empty of cargo. All that remains are some bare shelves and cardboard boxes, left scattered without care. In a small side room, there's still a kettle full of water on the stove. A dry teapot sits on the nearby table. They must have been about to make tea, but didn't wait for the water to boil. Left in a hurry, huh? The documents our client wants are supposedly in the basement safe. Let's find them first. The three descend to the basement. It's damp and dimly lit. The small room holds just a few simple tables and chairs. There are torn marks on the walls where papers once hung.
They destroyed everything before leaving and left no evidence behind. Are they hiding from someone?
You're hiding the beginning of a Spanish shoot wave here in Sweden? Oh no! That does not sound like fun. I wish you the best of lucks. Watching me stream the event instead of playing it. Like phone crashes kills Frontline. Oh. A tale as old as time. Imagine having a phone that runs kills Frontline. I say having a phone that runs kills Frontline, but you know I don't play the phone.
This whole region is just scattered settlements. No major power has taken an interest, so it's been left to fester.
Also, it seems like this is like during the story. Because we're with Kuro and United.
That's why so many small gangs gather here. No one speak, they rise and fall overnight. It's chaos. Hard to tell who this warehouse belongs to, or who they're afraid of.
Using the code provided by the client, the commander opens a hidden safe behind a painting on the wall. Inside is a sealed brown envelope, marked with tamper-proof tape. Let's go. Time to hand it over.
Aren't we going to take a look?
Kuro eyes the folder in the commander's hand, itching to open it.
In the Dark Zone, information is power. So is knowing when not to be curious. Wait, look here. Isn't this the sewer rat's emblem?
Kuro snatches the envelope and flips it over, pointing to a stamp in the corner. Two rats gnawing on a wad of cash.
Didn't expect to run into your rivals. No reason not to open it now, right?
Pages upon pages, piles on the sewer rats, gold mines, dust, caravan, cargo ships. What does all this mean? Back upstairs, the three of them sit in a clean corner of the warehouse, spreading the documents out to examine them. So many contracts, invoices, financial records. Overwhelmed, Miro sets down the one in her hands.
If it's sealed in a safe, marked, and retrieved by a third party, it must be something dirty.
She's right.
The commander keeps flipping through the files, searching for links among the various forms and papers.
These show that DOS is offering protection to the sewer rats and helping them with human trafficking. In return, the sewer rats give back 80% of the profits, handled through a subordinate of DOS named Carven.
80%? They're skimming that much of the top?
They only take that much, probably because the sewer rats are relatively big.
Only? That's insane! Sure, what they're doing is illegal, but the cut is outrageous.
Probably because it's illegal.
Miller grabs several contracts, her eyes wide as she searches for any sign that this could be fake.
Calm down, that's Antonio family we're talking about. In the dark zone, if you want to do shady business, you can offend Black Gold Universal, but not DOS. Getting 20% is better than getting nothing.
Miller slouches to the ground, defeated. One of the pages slips from her hand, landing near the commander. The commander picks it up. It's a stamp with the emblems of both parties. They study them incredulously.
Beluga said the stuff they left us was all taken from DOS. Some had the Antonio family crest on it. If I remember correctly.
The commander points at the stamp.
Isn't this one missing a leaf?
I think you're right. Whoa, this is huge! Someone's pretending to be the Antonio family and impersonating DOS. That's a death wish. So when DOS said he didn't know about the boat, he was telling the truth?
The commander gathers the scattered papers and reseals the envelope carefully.
Looks like we'll have to ask that nervous client what's really going on. Okay, but yeah, so this is during the story.
Outside an words. Outside an inconspicuous. Oh god, I can't say that. Inconspicuous. Outside an inconspicuous-looking villa in northern Florentino dark zone.
Only one of you can go in.
Two bodyguards block their path. The three glance at each other. The commander pulls out the sealed envelope.
I'll go.
The commander raises their hands, letting the guards search them. All the weapons on their communicator are placed on a nearby table.
Collect them on your way out.
The commander nods to Mil and Kuro, then steps inside. The villa's interior is lavish. Genuine leather sofas, ornate rugs, a glittering crystal chandelier. All a stark contrast to the humble exterior. The commander studies the place carefully, noting the layout and security as they're led to a small study next to the living room. A pot-bellied middle-aged man sits behind the desk, waiting.
You brought it?
The client waves off his man. The commander hands him the envelope. He doesn't open it, just inspects the seal.
Good work. Here's your payment.
He pushes a small briefcase across the desk. The commander doesn't take it.
Thanks. The package is delivered. If there's nothing else, I'll be going.
The client says nothing. He waves a hand in dismissal. The commander reaches for the briefcase, then suddenly slams it into the client's face. At the same time, they duck, roll beneath the desk, and kick over the man's chair. The client yelps, caught off guard and temporarily blinded. By the time he recovers, the silenced pistol he was hiding under the desk is already in the commander's hands. Staring down the barrel now aimed at his head, the cry died in his throat.
What do you want?
Keep your hands where I can see them. You weren't going to let me walk out of here anyway. Consider this a small payback. The man lies on the floor, clutching his head. His heavy frame trembles, too afraid to move.
Don't kill me. I have money. You can have everything. Everything in this villa.
What's going on between you and the sewer rats, Carmen?
How do you know? You look at the files. If you read them, then you should know I'm with the Antonio family. I'm Dos's man. Touch me and... How many lives do you think you've got? Besides...
Carmen's small, beady eyes start to a spot behind the commander. A chill of killing intent washes over them.
Been waiting for me, have you?
How? How does she just keep showing up? Let me get water. Need water. Oh yeah, water. Supernatural powers one hell of a drug because she's a state sick. Right. I forgot she's state sick. She does have the best dramatic entrances, she does. Alright. D2, the executor. Executor? I don't know. English. Who cares?
Inside the villa, where everything fills up in an uncanny way, an unexpected figure appears. The commander doesn't move. The muzzle of their gun stays pressed to Carmen's forehead, even as they expose their back to the person behind them, Beluga.
Beluga, kill them!
Think my bullet is lower than hers?
You're not here to kill me. If you were, you'd have already pulled the trigger. Who are you? Why are you interested in the sewer rat's business? Since we're at a standoff now, how about a little chat?
Though still sprawled awkwardly on the floor, Carmen's greed glimmers visibly in the slits of his fat, sunken eyes.
You really are disgusting.
The commander leaves the knee pinning him down and steps back, standing up straight again. Karen props himself up with both hands and struggles to his feet, posing over the creased hem of his suit jacket.
See? No one says no to money. In the dark zone, it's all just business.
He freezes mid-sentence. As the commander steps away, the distance between them grows, and Carmen suddenly realizes Beluga isn't aiming her gun at the commander. She's aiming at him.
Beluga, are you insane?
Beluga doesn't respond. Not even a flicker of emotion crosses her face.
I'd keep my voice down if I were you. Call the guards in here and you'll be the first to die.
The redness in Carmen's face drains rapidly. He swallows hard and reaches up to wipe the sweat from his brow.
Don't move.
His hand freezes awkwardly in the air.
We're all Dawes people. What are you doing?
Following orders. Cleaning up traitors.
Traitor? Me?
Karen points at himself, incredulous. Beluga says nothing. The muzzle of her gun bobs up and down slightly, like a silent nod.
I've served Antonio family for years. I was already with them before Dos was even born. And now you, just some new face who's been around for what, 2 months? You think you can call me a traitor?
She's not wrong though, is she? The commander grabs the forgotten envelope off the desk, rips the seal, and shakes the contents onto the floor. You forged the Antonio family seal, signed contracts with the silver rats behind Dos's back, and funneled the profits straight into your own pockets. I doubt this is the only thing you've done. Carver's lips tremble. His tight suit shirt strains as he breathes faster, panic rising in his chest.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm loyal to Dos. He told me to handle all of this.
His voice trails off, getting quieter, but no one is paying attention to him anymore.
Dos send you to kill him?
Yep, you. We share the same goal. It's been a while and there's still no noise outside. All clear? Yeah, Meryl and Kuro are here too. Then there's nothing left to wait for.
Wait!
Just as Beluga raises her weapon to shoot, Carmen shouts in desperation.
I'm gonna assume this is Carmen. I got something to say. I have evidence. Prove you're a spy. Who? Beluga? A spy? She will never. Who is the fish?
The atmosphere inside the villa shifts once again. Though Carmen is still held at gunpoint by both the commander and Beluga, he now seems oddly at ease. Smiling, he pulls out a chair and sits down.
Don't forget, it was me who introduced you to Dos in the first place. Flashback.
2 months earlier, in a nameless town west of the valley.
Got this month's cut?
Carven, flanked by a few loyal subordinates, goes about his usual routine. Collecting protection money from a small gang seeking shelter under their name.
It's all here. You seem to have something to say. The gang here says someone troublesome just showed up. They're hoping we can help take care of them.
Carven narrows his eyes slightly, glancing sideways at the bodyguard who brought the message.
How much did they pay to have you deliver that message? It's all here.
The bodyguard pulls a gold ring from his pocket and respectfully hands it to Carmen.
Huh. You've learned a few tricks from me over the years. Now that we're taking their money, we should at least offer them something in return. So, who's the target?
No idea.
No idea?
Word is a teenage girl. She's only appeared in town, or had some kind of run-in with them. They didn't expect her to be so dangerous.
Oh, interesting. Send someone to investigate. Don't provoke her yet. You're Beluga, the one they were talking about?
Something you want?
Relax, I come in peace. I'm here to offer you a sincere invitation to join the Antonio family.
Antonia? You're Dos?
No, but I'm one of Dos's most trusted men. You can call me Carmen.
Beluga eyes the rotund middle-aged man in front of her. He doesn't quite match the fearsome image she'd heard associated with Dos. Boss, about that favor we promised the gang. Carmen draws and shoots the bodyguard, who whispers the reminder. A little gift to mark our first meeting. Beluga sneers coldly. Pleasure doing business. Half a month later. Boss, it's here. Carmen hunches forward as he leads the way. Behind him is Dawes, dressed in a tailor suit, cane in hand, flanked by 4 stoic bodyguards. Watch your step here, there's a ledge. Dawes ignores Carmen's obsequious chatter and strolls forward, stopping in the center of the road. Is it clean up? Almost. The damn bandits had no idea what they were messing with, daring to cross the Antoni family. Blind fools. Their leader, Jim, ran off. We're going after. If someone has to die today, I'd rather it be Jim than you. Understand? Yes. Carmen wipes the sweat from his brow, bowing even lower than before. A disarmed subordinate runs over from a distance and whispers something to one of those guards. Boss, we got Jim. Good, let's see him. Ooh, interrogation. Did you bring him in? In the center of the room, a middle-aged man lies bound on the floor. Behind him, Beluga hands her weapon to one of Dawes' bodyguards. I did. Dawes doesn't even glance at her. He raises his cane and lifts Jim's chin with it, inspecting his face from side to side. Then... Jim lets out a muffled cry as Dawes strikes his jaw with the cane, his teeth flying out as he collapses to the floor. Dawes tosses the now dirtied cane to a nearby guard and adjusts his rose-crusted gloves. From now on, you work for me. Boss. Karen tries to interject, but chokes back the rest of his words. I hear you don't let anyone carry weapons near you, other than your guards. If there's no trust, why would I work for you? Carmen suddenly takes a step back. Huh? Dawes claps his hands and guffaws. Hidden behind his sunglasses, no one can tell whether it's amusement or threat in his eyes. People should serve willingly. If that's not the case, then forget it. Dawes turns to leave with his men. One guard lags behind intentionally, as if this scenario is routine. The sound of something heavy hitting the floor. Dawes glances back from the doorway to see Jim's lifeless body, his neck twisted unnaturally. Next to him stands Beluga. You don't need a gun to kill someone. I mean... Damn okay, girl! You realize, if you hadn't agreed to Dawes back then, you'd have been the one to die. Whatever Carp is recalling, perhaps a scene of Beluga being gunned down by Dawes' men, it makes him burst into smug laughter in his chair. But then he remembers the situation he's in. Nick Lee contorts into a grimace of rage and bitterness. I knew keeping you close could bring me trouble, so once you transferred to Dawes' side, I had people watch you closely. Eventually, I found something off. The team Dawes sent with you to hijack the boat. You killed all of them, didn't you? If you kill me... Garvin crumples to the floor. Blood pools from the back of his head. A single bullet hole marks the center of his forehead, and the smugness still lingers in his eyes, frozen at the moment of death. He talked too much. Damn! What if he really had exposed you? He already did. The commander stares at Beluga in shock, but she seems unfazed. She casually wipes her pistol clean with the curtain and holsters it. Why are you surprised? A local gang with no military ties, and yet no one dares cross toss in the dark zone. You really think he's that easy to fool? Maybe I just trusted your skills too much. Even a guy like Carven could get away with all this under his nose. Beluga looks slightly exasperated, but she doesn't argue. She tosses a cassette tape into the commander's hands. What's this? Listen to it yourself. With a flick of her hand, Beluga kicks Carven's corpse out of the way and heads for the door. Where are you going? Maybe you'll find out someday. She reaches the door, then suddenly turns back. Oh, right. Tell me that Ankura said hi. With a chuckle, the commander watches the familiar figure disappear once again. Tell them yourself next time. Okay, what the tape say? The cassette's audio is rough and filled with background noise, an engine rumbling, likely recorded secretly in a car. Gradually, a familiar voice cuts through.
Send Beluga to Carmen. That rat's already eaten more than enough. You mean Beluga? She's not coming back. I know the things she's done. They threw out bait. If you don't bite, it'll look suspicious. But if you bite the real one, let someone else take that risk.
Damn, okay. This isn't truly going not my universe, not my problem. I'm gonna be out anyway soon. She usually cassette tape will come back, made a mistake. Truly. Alright. I get a floor! Damn. The last path. Damn, I'm getting icky again. Why? The trio get back in the car with the box and head toward the Northridge Hotel. Kuro climbs from the back seat into the front passenger seat. He unfolds a massive map and studies the route.
This is truly a treasure we got from DOS. It's the most detailed map of the Dark Zone I've ever seen. We're here right now, and the Northridge Hotel is northeast of us. To get there, we'll have to pass through the mines. Let's hope the Buster isn't interested in this box.
Don't count on it.
Is there any route that avoids the large factions' territories?
We can go the long way. We still have 13 hours.
The mines or the farm? Take your pick.
Not thrilled about either of those graveyards.
Look on the bright side. We might make it through without trouble.
Might. I know a way, but we can't take the car. And it's not an easy climb.
Where is it? It has to be better than the other two options.
Check the gear in the back. See if we have any climbing equipment. There's a path on the south face of the mountain. If we start from here, we can climb up and go over. Yippee, climbing! 4 years ago, on the south cliff of the mountain. Over here, there's a foothold. The commander and Hegate scale the sheer cliffside with their bare hands. The strong night wind makes the climb all the more treacherous. To avoid alerting enemies, they dim their headlamps to the lowest setting. Every step and grip executed with painstaking care. Didn't think they'd only send the two of us this way. If we run into hostiles, it's going to be a problem. Did you piss off your superiors or something? Haven't asked yet. What's your name? You don't need to know. If something happens, I should at least know what to call you. There's no one else here. Obviously, I'll know you're talking to me. Don't slow me down. Damn, lady, okay. Hecate doesn't engage further. With swift, practiced movements, she uses the natural protrusions of the rock to overtake the commander. Careful. Now I understand why your superiors don't like you. Damn. The commander looks up and aims their headlamp at a small patch of rock, inspecting it carefully. When I was scouting the terrain in daylight, I noticed this area had far less vegetation than the rest. It looked like it had been cleared by hand. Made me suspect there might be a climbable route. How'd you spot that? Greta stops. Hanging by her left hand from a jutting rock, she pulls something from her pocket with her right. A python? For securing ropes? Found below. She tucks it away again and continues her climb. The commander searches the surrounding wall but finds nothing. So there is a path up. There's a path up, alright. I forgot this is all flashback, so it's all echoey. We're already at least 15 meters off the ground and haven't found any other pitons. If there were more, this climb would be a lot easier. The commander slips, their foot is skidding off the rock. They catch themselves with their right hand, now dangling off the cliff. Useless. Even as Hecate mutters the insult, she descends 2 meters without hesitation and returns to the commander's side. Still holding on? I'm fine. The commander finds another foothold and steadies themselves, then pulls 2 thin steel plates from behind their calf and drops them. Too cumbersome to keep carrying. What are those? Hamona Rules of Engagement, Article 11, Section 3. When aiming to take targets alive, prioritize disabling shots to the legs to impair mobility. I got that right, didn't I? It's from your military handbook. Yes. They both understand the delicate relationship between foreign forces and Kamona's local task units. Neither chooses to comment further, and the climb continues in silence. Look! The commander stops and pulls out a small flashlight, directing the beam at a section of rock nearby. A piton is driven deep into the cliff face. We were right. With that piton found, they quickly locate a second and third along the path. Attaching their climbing ropes with carabiners, they begin securing their ascent. With the added safety and support, they move faster and are soon halfway up the mountain. The wind grows stronger the higher they go. For safety, they have to slow their pace. Why are we using the same rope? With the wind this strong, we'd be able to help each other if something happens. If I'm not mistaken, we're still on the same side. I can handle myself. Would it be safer? A rope is a climber's second life. I'm not putting mine in someone else's hands. On the battlefield, you need to trust your teammates. Only the weak need to huddle together. Damn, okay. Feeling that Hecate isn't budging on this, the commander drops his object. In no time, they ascend another dozen meters. Suddenly, Hecate turns off her headlamp. The commander doesn't know why, but they quickly do the same and grow still. From above, a rapid rope drops down. Bring the hostage up. We're pulling out.
Does the new event saying won't be the last one? What? Insane. So that whole Gears Frontline end at the end of Convolution Kernel was just a lie? They were playing with us? Wait, just like the other day in reverse. I am super sleepy for some reason. Let me go wash my face. I mean, like my eyes are closing when I'm trying to read. It's troublesome. A lie in Girls Frontline? Never. I'm gonna stand up actually. Maybe it'll help with the sleepiness. The new event kind of feels like a setup for other event. Oh, I guess we'll see.
Did you discover this path back then?
It is now done. Only 12 hours remain to the deadline set by the client. The commander, Kuro, and Meteor struggle up the steep southern face of the mountain. I didn't think I'd still be here after all these years.
Then Hecate must know about it too, right? What if she's lying in ambush?
It's possible, but it's still better than walking straight into the mines and risking a direct confrontation. Unless this route is so rough that even if Hecate is waiting, she can't bring many people with her.
Still risky as hell. I really don't want to run into that woman again.
Let's hope Beluga's plan works and Hecate isn't chasing us anymore. The three of them are tied together securely by a single climbing rope, with the commander leading the way, and Kuro and Middle following behind. The box has been left at the base of the mountain, tied to the rope and secured to the commander's harness. There's a small ledge ahead. We'll climb there first and pull the box up from there.
How far is it? I'm getting tired.
Middle calls from the back. To lighten her load, she had even abandoned the freshly restocked backpack at the foot of the mountain. Almost there. The commander reaches the edge of the platform, presses both hands on the rock, and pulls himself up. Surprise! On the ledge, Hecate and 4 Black Gold operatives are already waiting.
You're slower than I expected.
5 guns are pointed at them, but at this position, they have no choice but to climb up.
Don't shoot. We can talk this through.
The 3 stand at the edge of the cliff, face to face with the operatives of Black Gold Universal.
Long time no see.
Indeed. I thought you hadn't recognized me.
I don't want to admit it, but those steel plates behind your columns actually came in handy.
So that's what gave me away. You haven't changed much either. Enough catching up. Same deal as before. Hand over the box and we'll let you go.
We don't have the box. Our fight with those at Bridge 794 caused quite a commotion. Blackwell must have caught wind of it.
Those took a box. But the one I'm after is yours.
As you can see, we're standing here, the three of us, no box.
We lost it. We're just trying to lay low now in case a client comes after us. Then toss the rope clip to your harness. The rope in question is connected to the box at the base of the mountain. Pull it up. Kuro and Middle glance at the commander. Hegate fires a warning shot into the air. Pull it up. The commander gives a slight nod. Minion and Kudos also grab the rope and start pulling together. The commander isn't using all their strength. They're stalling, buying time. I have a question. Blackwell is chasing more than just this box, right?
Then why will the leader of the Abyss Squad personally come after us?
I'm just curious. Your client laid a false trail. Told everyone the real box was with you. The leak was too convenient. Most people now think your box is a decoy planted on purpose. But I don't buy it. I think your client is sneakier than that. And I think you didn't lose it. You didn't lose it. Honestly, I don't even know if this box is the real one. But you're right about the second part. The box is only a few meters below the ledge. The three slow down, exchanging glances and silently asking each other what to do. Hurry it up! Startled by the Blackwell operative's sudden shout, Miller stumbles backward and steps on a loose rock. She falls over, and the rope slips from her hands. The box drops a few meters. Hold it! Hegate instinctively moves forward to grab the rope, but stops herself just in time. The commander and Kudo are yanked forward, but manage to halt the box fall. Miller scrambles up and grabs the rope again.
Sorry.
It's okay. Seeing that the box is once again secured, Hegate lets out an almost imperceptible sigh of relief. She gestures for the Blackwell operative to stay put. Pull it up. No tricks. But the commander stops moving.
What's the matter?
Kudo and Middle halt as well. They whisper uncertainly. Trust me. What are you doing? Step back, or I'll drop the box. The three of them are standing unarmed on the cliff edge, the box dangling in midair, at least 50 meters above the ground. If we fall or even get injured, the box goes down with us. No one will catch it in time. I don't know what's inside this thing, but judging from your reaction just now, you really don't want it to fall. Step back.
Yeah, step back, or we'll drop it.
Hegate glares at the commander. Then she signals, and the Black Gold team steps back 5 meters. The box is in your hands, but your lives are in mine. This stalemate won't last. Give it to me, and I'll recommend you for Black Gold Universal. You know I invited you once, 4 years ago. I remember, but my answer is still the same. The longer we stall, the worse it gets for you. We don't mind. You want to know your biggest weakness? Hegate doesn't respond. Her face remains impassive, but the commander knows. She has no other option. You're scared of losing. Let's make a bet. If the three of us can break through your encirclement, we walk away with the box. If we fail, it's yours. Kuro opens her mouth, but Millie grabs her arm.
I believe in us. You think I was gonna stop you? Hey, you lot, it's 5 against 3. Don't tell me you're scared.
She was gonna taunt, of course. One of Hekata's men starts to speak, but another cuts him off. Did you forget? Our first priority is to ensure the safety of the box. I accept. Alright. She accepts. Oh, there she is. No stakes gambler. All right. Let's see how this goes. Sheesh! Interesting stage. The commander reaches the radar. Where the fuck is the radar? Probably around here somewhere. Oh, there. Behind Hecate, of course. That takes me there. This takes me... here? Damn. I'm a normal difficulty level noob. This looks horrifying. I've seen worse, honestly. Brute force against that stack. We're gonna try brute forcing against that stacks. As we do, always test. We always test the might of the Scar Sisters. Now, gears running for me now is, can the Scar Sisters take out this death stack? If they can, easy. If they can't, then we need to think. And it gets harder. Can they break it, indeed? Alright, we had a death stack right here. Let's see. Let's see. Can they break it? Or will we need to think? Oh, they can. They can absolutely break it. All right then. Let's just go back down. I wanna get rid of this guy here. This small guy.
If we can't, we have to read like a normal person, yeah. You get some casualties? Ah, it's there. P22 got some scratches, but, you know, she'll recover next turn. P22 is the only one that always ends up with scratches. I'm so sorry for you. Hey son, hello! Welcome back from the Shadow Realm. Alright. Let's get rid of this one, and then we'll go back. Now the real question is if we'll be able to take Hecate. I guess we'll see also. Or actually I can just ignore that one for now. Can I deploy Hawks? I didn't check. Who's the father? Is it 45? No, we only have normal teleports, so we can't deploy Hawks. No, I'm just gonna head back because I only have one thing left, and I'm gonna use it to kill that guy, and then I have to go get some bullets. I am both. Yes, indeed. Yippee! All right. Now we just go get rid of Hecate. Guys are small, so it doesn't matter.
突撃先に帰るのそうねターゲット確認勝利の余韻に浸るのは
And up we go, up we go. Alright. Now the question is, will Hecate give us a fight? We'll see. We're about to find out. Damn, she bombs. Let me restart this battle, actually. There we go, that's much better. Smiles. Alright, now we just need Commander to make it here, so let's start walking. Let's pick up those Goliaths just in case. Dun, 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 dun. We move. We go on our merry way. God damn it. Excellent. What will my life be without the Scar Sisters? Damn, I love this. Just looks like nothing. Let's go. The spider's thread. Never mind, we're not going anywhere. Do you want anything to... Okay. Scar sisters, we love you.
ごきげんよう。本指揮官お待ちしておりました。
Life without a Scar sister, suffering and dead. Pretty much. Yippee! Oh no, they're not voiced.
指揮官様、今日はいいお天気ですわよ。まさにショッピング日和。
Okay, let's get the other one too. And I should try to get the equipment, probably.
指揮官お待ちしておりました。
You shall buy more space for those? Probably at some point.
ここ？いて、そうそう、ここだよ。優しくしてね。
And now let's go, the spider's thread. We won.
On the ledge halfway up the mountain, the commander, Kuro, and Miriel stand victorious over Hecate and her black gold squad. The battle ends. The box is pulled up and set aside.
We actually won. I told you. Told you we're strong.
You may leave. Captain. Stand down.
A black gold operative steps forward to speak, but Hecate shuts them down.
Next time we meet, you better hope you don't run out of luck. Thanks.
Now that the fight is over, the three gather around the box, watching as Black Gold begins to withdraw.
Let's go.
Hecate slings her weapon across her back and turns without another word. The four operatives follow her lead, but then...
Watch out!
The Black Gold operative who tried to argue earlier hangs back, and just when everyone lowers their guard, he raises his weapon and fires at Kuro, who is the closest to the box. Kuro dives and rolls aside just in time, dodging the incoming rounds. However, she's too close to the cliff's edge. The bullets force her back step by step until she slips and falls.
Miriel screaming.
Hold on!
The safety rope linking Kuro to Miriel and the commander snaps out, yanking them toward the cliff. The commander can't keep their footing and gets dragged forward. At the back, Miriel clamps her hands around the rope, straining against the pull, her body arched to the limit as she slides several meters, trying to stop the fall. The commander's hands scrape across the rock, leaving blood in their wake before they finally grab a patch of wild grass on the edge, just enough to hold.
Are you okay?
Dangling from the cliff, with only their arms keeping them up, the commander glances down.
I'm okay.
Suspended in midair 5 meters below the ledge, Kuro sways dangerously with nothing but the rope to support her.
What are you doing? We already won the bet.
Captain, the box is safe. They can't use it to threaten us anymore. We should grab it and go while they're distracted. If their box is real, we can't let them go so easily.
Hecate stays silent. She watches the three figures hanging by a single rope, fighting to stay alive, then looks toward the box resting quietly at the edge of the ledge. The operative orders her again. The others hesitate, but clearly they're tempted too.
You promised.
Captain!
Hecate walks up to the box. The operative's eyes glint in triumph. Meanwhile, Miriel clings desperately to the rope, unable to move, helpless to intervene.
Hurry!
Still dangling off the cliff, the commander tries desperately to climb up, but Kuro's weight makes it impossible. Unexpectedly, Hecate doesn't touch the box. She walks to the cliff's edge and stands in front of the commander. The scene feels all too familiar. The commander's legs flail in the air as they struggle to find a foothold on the steep rock wall, only to send pebbles tumbling down. They glance up at Hecate and crack a tired grin. Yeah, definitely getting a sense of deja vu. "4 years ago. Don't hurt the hostage." The commander and Hecate have just cornered a group of retreating kidnappers on a cliff. 3 are down, while 1 remains. "Don't come any closer, or I'm taking him with me." The last kidnapper has the unconscious hostage tied to him. In his right hand is a paratrooper knife, its blade pressed firmly against the safety rope. "Let me down safely." They are still 50 meters above the ground. If they fall, the hostage won't survive. Stay calm. Hecate gazes at the infrared laser point hovering on the kidnapper's face. A gunshot cracks through the air. A sniper bullet has taken him clean. His hand falls open, losing grip on the knife. The commander smiles, pulls out a flashlight, and signals downward with a series of long and short flashes. A familiar voice responds from below. "Huh, I'm coming up." Care to explain? "All war, buddy. We planned this. He slipped away from the main unit to back us up. See? I told you. You need teammates on the battlefield." "You did good this time. I'll give you that." The commander's friend climbs up. Together, the 3 remove the hostage from the dead kidnapper and strap them securely to Hecate's back. "Can you carry him? Want me to? I can take the weight." "No need." Don't mind her. She's always like that." They're still on the mountainside, and climbing up with an unconscious hostage is nearly impossible. They decide to rappel down and rejoin the main force later. "Ready?" Hecate checks the strap securing the hostage. Then she adjusts her own rope and prepares to descend. The commander and their friend are already roped together, like old times. The commander tugs the rope tight. "Let's move." As Hecate begins her descent, the friend calls out to her, only to stutter hesitantly. Just spit it out. "Your seal said the first to succeed gets to join the military and leave Camona. Is it true?" Hecate shoots the commander a meaningful look, then answers as she rappels down. "Ask him yourself." "Ask him? So it's true? We can really leave Camona?" Hecate is already 2 meters down and proceeds to ignore the questions. The commander pats their friend on the shoulder. "Let's just get back down first. We'll have our chance." The operator has a long scar over his right eye, a wound from a past mission. He almost lost the eye saving the commander. Now he narrows it slightly, trying to make out the commander's face in the dark. Then he also smacks the commander on the shoulder, just like before. "Go ahead, I'll follow. I am scared." The commander turns and follows Hecate down the cliff, descending slowly with the rope. The operator left behind pulls out his paratrooper knife from inside his coat. "I'm sorry, but I want to die in the dark zone." The betrayal! They're falling. The commander feels their body plummeting through the air, but their soul seems to float free. They see their friend's face, a twisted mix of excitement and fear. The bloodied paratrooper knife in his hand must have slipped during the cut, slicing his own hand in the process. "I was wrong." The commander shuts their eyes. Then, suddenly, they stop falling. A tremendous force tugs at their right arm, holding their descent. The commander opens their eyes. Hecate is gripping them tightly from just below the cliff edge. Next time, will you still entrust your life to someone else?
Sheesh.
So after all that, why haven't you changed? Hecate crouches at the edge, looking down at the commander, and the safety rope that links them to Miril and Kuro.
Captain.
The Black Gold operative who attacked earlier walks up.
The cargo is secured. What about them? Should we...
He makes a slashing gesture.
Hecate, you promised you'd let us go.
Miril is still on the ledge, barely managing to support Kuro and the commander's combined weight. She can do nothing else but yell.
Whether I've changed or not, you certainly have. Look like you haven't been having a good time at Black Gold Universal.
The commander rambles on, trying to distract Hecate. While speaking, they flick a slim blade from their boot and try to wedge it into the rock face to gain some footing. But the clump of wild grass they've been using as a handhold gives way, and they fall again. Hecate catches the rope.
You...
Veins bulge in her forearms. Supporting the commander and Kuro's combined weight is clearly pushing her strength.
Shut up.
Are you two alright?
With Hecate's help, Miril grabs hold of the rope again. She's still visibly shaking from the near disaster.
Get up here already.
Captain?
Hecate ignores her subordinate. She extends a hand to the commander.
Stop wasting time.
The commander lets out a breathless laugh instead of grabbing it immediately.
I take back what I said. You haven't changed a bit either.
Hey, do you two mind? I'm still dangling down here.
Kuro's voice floats up from below, the safety rope swaying with her weight. The commander braces their left hand against the cliff's edge and claps Hecate's hand with their right, using it to pull upward.
Thanks.
At last, they make it back up. Miril immediately secures the safety rope to a nearby rock, ensuring there won't be another mishap.
You scared the hell out of me. Sorry, my mistake.
I'm just glad you're okay.
She pulls Kuro into a big hug. Kuro squirms out of her arms.
Hey, the Black Gold team is still here.
So, what now? That's none of your concern.
Hecate prepares her team for departure. The operative who tried to ambush them is silent now, head bowed and subdued. She looks back at the three of them one last time. The commander and Kuro remain on alert beside the box, while Miril double-checks everyone's safety ropes. Hecate tightens the strap on her gun holster.
Your taste in teammates has improved in the last 4 years. Next time we meet, we'll settle it for real. Until then.
Hecate and her squad depart. The commander notices the raw, bloody gash on Hecate's forearm, clearly scraped when she grabbed the rope earlier. None of her subordinates dare say a word about it. Turning back, the commander sees Miril tending to Kuro's injuries. Kuro swears and complains, but she still sits obediently, letting Miril's clumsy hands work the bandages.
Ow, 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 careful! I am being careful. Try being on the receiving end.
You okay?
It's no big deal. Just a scratch on my leg. What I really want to know is, how do you know Hecate will let us go?
Because I wager she's still the same as she was 4 years ago. Gather your gear. Let's talk on the move. We don't have much time. Sheesh! New Bait Chronicles. There's a commission here. Let me sit down now, my legs are getting tired. There we go. I had a job for you. A few days ago, a Black Gold operative came to me, saying that his teammate Hubbard had gone missing. He would like you to investigate Hubbard's whereabouts and the cause of his disappearance. I've given him your contact. He will fill you in on the details himself. Yippee! Alright. Who are we bringing with us? Alright. Alright, let's go.
Blank again. I hope I won't turn into Hecate won't run into Hecate once more.
Alright. Let's see if I can do these things properly. Where are they coming from? Alright. Okay, I need someone else down here. Alright. Alright.
For the mission, we must all keep it up.
Yay! Alright. Let's see, one click sell. Yippee! Let's buy more space. A well-maintained carabiner. Anyone familiar with Hecate knows that this carabiner is her treasured possession. Everyone carries secrets from their past, but Hecate has never tried to hide hers. Climbing and mountaineering are both her passions and her personal badge of honor. Grasping every opportunity tightly and climbing tirelessly upwards. That's just who she is. I see. Alright.
Alright. Let's try another one.
This can't go on forever. That gold lion statue could be a clue. I've got to find it.
What is he talking about? It's someone up there.
みんなの安全が第一です。リベンジはとりあえずお預けで。みんなの安全が第一です。
Need someone in the middle too. Yippee! Ooh.
Yippee! Hecate and Hubbard. Just the thought is enough to make me shudder. What on earth happened to Hubbard? We need more clues.
What's this?
A hand-drawn map of the Dark Zone. This one has seen some years. Though the paper remains intact, it has been altered multiple times with markings in different colors. In Kamona, both Black Gold Universal and White Wolf Squad have their own forces entrenched in the Dark Zone. These territories have changed hands many times, with those in power sometimes engaging in fierce conflict, sometimes forming uneasy alliances. Until the very last moment, no one can predict how many more times the name of the owner of this map will be rewritten.
Alright, one click sell. Give me more backpack space. More medkits. Give me all the medkits, more shield stuff. Alright, give me some molotovs. With the extra money. Alright. Oh yeah, I got Kuro! We got an and we got this girl too. All right. All right. Seems good enough, I think.
Hurry, get ahead! There's no time to go around. We'll have to barrel through.
Let's go! Just like me playing Gears Frontline. There's someone up there. Need someone in the middle. Oh, okay. Alright, we're doing fine. Yippee!
We're getting closer to finding out the truth behind Hubbard's disappearance.
Are we? Are we really? Sell all the things. Give me more medkits. Give me all the medkits, all of them. And the shield. And can I even feed more? Yeah. More molotovs. Give it to me. Give me all the bombs. Give me everything. Give me everything you have. Alright. Another kudo. Alright. Let's go. I need people up there. Ah, I keep putting them in the wrong lane. Alright, can we do the last wave or not? I was behind the bot. It's fine, it happens sometimes. Can I get rid of them? We use Molotovs. I absolutely can. Never mind, I can't. They will have no more Molotovs. Okay, we just retreat then. It's fine. It's fine. Yippee!
There are so many of them. Black hole space sure is dangerous. Better make sure we're all well prepared.
Sweat. Am I well prepared? I don't know. All these medkits. And all these shields will save my life. Probably. A damaged dog tag. This military dog tag has been severely damaged, pierced by bullet holes. Its inscription is barely legible. Normally, a small metal plate like this will contain essential details about its owner. Name, blood type, service number, and even their hometown. All condensed into just a few short lines. The design and material seem strangely familiar. You must have seen something like it before. It's fine, I say as I die. What should I get? More shotguns? More rifles, more MGs. I feel like maybe more ARs. Right.
Those are all elite operatives from Black Gold. Keep your eyes peeled.
Oh no, do not tell me that. Need someone else up there. Need someone else down here too. Need someone else up there. You go. Sheesh!
プランがあります。スモークで粘ってください。この道を選んだ以上、相応の対価を払わなければなりません。
Oh, it's fine. We didn't need to clear that wave anyway.
We finally did it! Well done, everyone! This gig should earn us quite a handsome figure. Yippee!
And that unlocks more story. So let's see what's up with that. H1 Private Execution.
Nordrich, Dark Zone. The commander arrived with Kuro and Mithil at an abandoned factory.
So this is where he disappeared?
The factory appears to have been untouched for quite some time, with dust blanketing every surface. The three leave clear footprints as they step inside. The commander makes a circuit around the empty main hold, then crouches by the entrance to examine the uneven layers of dust on the floor.
I still got a message. Is it my sister? No. It's fine then. Hello, Irma.
The client, who calls himself Saul, claims his teammate Hoover came here with Black Gold Universal on a mission a month ago and never returned. He's not on the casualty list either.
What kind of factory is this? Where was Black Gold even here?
All the equipment has been moved out. No idea what they used to produce. Let's split up, see if we can find any clues. The three split off in different directions. The two girls search the interior, while the commander steps outside.
Everybody's alive!
The factory is nestled deep within the woods of Northridge, unconnected to any main road. Only a hidden dirt path leads here. Judging from the deep tire tracks, heavy goods were transported regularly. Cloak and dagger. No wonder Black Gold raided the place. The commander surveys the surroundings carefully, trying to reconstruct the events of that day. The factory gate shows no signs of forced entry. There are more bullet holes on the inside than the outside. Drag marks mark the ground just before the entrance.
So Black Gold showed up mid-evacuation, and they weren't fast enough.
Signs of combat are scattered everywhere. Spent casings, bullet scars on tree trunks.
The fight must have lasted at least 10 minutes. For Black Gold, especially the Abyss Squad, that's unusually long to take down one factory. No signs of explosions either. Whatever was stored here must have been fire sensitive.
After circling the site, the commander still finds nothing to explain Howard's disappearance.
A knife mark?
On the trunk to the left is a gash about 20 centimeters long and 2 centimeters deep at its deepest.
A knife mark out here. Looks more like a marker.
The shallower end points toward a large boulder deep in the woods.
The soil near the rock looks freshly disturbed.
Found anything?
Kuro and Mira return from their interior search. The commander crouches down, draws a dagger from behind their waist and begins to dig. Out comes an empty metal chain and a shoulder patch bearing an octopus emblem.
This is a Black Gold insignia. And this chain is meant for a dog tag?
Look like we found a clue. Howard's disappearance is definitely tied to this mission.
You think someone at the factory did it?
Doesn't seem like it. But since we can't approach Black Gold directly, we'll need to dig into the factory side.
Huh, then you'll want to see these.
Kuro holds up a half-bound delivery receipt. At the top is a single name, Michelle.
If we're lucky, this might be the same Michelle I know.
How many Michelles do you know, Kuro? Damn!
In a villa on the eastern foothills of Northridge, Dark Zone.
Who are you people? How do you find me?
Michelle, remember me? Half a year ago, I helped you sort out that nitrocellulose supplier.
You're that special operative?
That's right.
So what? I paid you full back then. Why show up now?
Was your factory raided by Black Gold?
Black Gold? What are you talking about? I've got nothing to do with them. Uh-huh.
The factory in Northridge. The weapons plant behind the smoke and mirrors.
Gasps.
Relax, we're not here for Black Gold. Quite the opposite. Someone thinks their operation wasn't clean. We're here to help you.
Help me. I'd be lucky just to get my name out of it. That was Black Gold's Abyss Squad. Hecate's Abyss Squad.
Hecate?
We swear, none of this leaves this room. We won't mention your name. So, can you tell us what happened that day?
The poor the factory owner finally slumps into a sofa, exhausted. He lights a pipe and takes a long, slow drag.
I really didn't want to think about that day again. But now you will. Move! Smash the rest of the machines! Black Gold's almost here.
1 month ago, beside Michelle's factory, Northridge. 2 trucks are parked at the gate. Workers hustle crates out of the warehouse, piling them into the cargo beds. Labels on the boxes read, "No open flames" and "Keep dry."
How many left? Hurry up! Whether we make it back depends on what we get for this batch of ammo. We're all out in 2 minutes.
Gunfire echoes faintly from the woods.
No time! Just go! Drive!
Michelle rushes to a truck, but the masked driver shoves him back.
What?
The driver's face is hidden, but a faded knife scar is visible on his exposed forearm.
Aren't you?
The mysterious driver ignores him. He honks the horn twice, short and sharp. It's a signal. The 2 trucks roar off, leaving the stunned factory owner and his workers behind. A bullet narrowly misses Michelle's head, slamming into the gate behind him. Black Gold has arrived.
Run!
The workers and guards scatter. Crossfire erupts with Black Gold. Amidst the chaos, Michelle slips back into the warehouse unnoticed. On the 2nd floor, Michelle listens intently while hiding behind a shelf until the gunfire ceases. Carefully, he peeks out. The factory gate hangs wide open. 3 Black Gold operatives clad in full tactical gear step inside. Leading them is a dark-haired woman.
Hecate. Abyss.
Michelle recognizes her instantly and ducks deeper into the shadows. Mission complete. You know what to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Through a gap in the shelving, Michelle watches as one operative sheds all his weapons and gear, laying them neatly on the floor. Reaches for the Black Gold badge on his right arm. Hecate glances at another operative and gives a slight nod. At the signal, the 2nd operative chambers around and shoves the first one forward.
Let's go. Time to move on.
The unarmed operative bows deeply to Hecate, then follows the one with the gun outside.
What?
A sudden shot rings out. Michelle flinches. Moments later, the 2nd operative returns alone.
It's done.
Here's this place. We're leaving. Hecate and the Abyss Squad vanish into the forest. Michelle stays hidden until nightfall before finally summoning the courage to flee.
What? After that, I went into hiding. Luckily, Black Gold didn't care about a small fry like me.
You're saying one of their own was executed that day?
Yes. I don't know who he was, but the one who gave the order was Hecate, squad leader.
Thank you. Could you describe what he looked like?
What? This sounds like a setup.
H2, Beyond Offense. After leaving the factory owner's villa, the commander calls the client.
Red curly hair. That's him. That's Hubert. Hecate. He knew it. It's got to be her.
Hold on, what makes you so sure?
Hubert humiliated Hecate in public once. Offended her. I suspected all along that she was selling a personal grudge. That's why I came to you instead of letting Blackgold know.
But from what I know, Hecate doesn't seem like the type to kill in the shadows.
You have no idea what happened. It was 3 months ago.
Time for another flashback. Nice! Good hit! At a Blackgold Universal Abyssal Squad encampment, 2 Blackgold operatives are sparring in the open area. Hubert, get him! Nice one! The man with red curls, shirtless under a tight tank top, is none other than Hubert. With a swift sidestep and a bit of redirecting force, he throws his opponent to the ground. The winner is Hubert! Cheers erupt from the crowd. Hubert stands in the center of the clearing, raising his arms to acknowledge the spectators. Then the cheering abruptly dies down. Hubert turns around in confusion. A black-haired woman has stepped out of the tent. It's Hecate. The Blackgold operatives lounging around quickly scramble to their feet, snapping to attention in unison. Mom! Hecate nods. She was heading toward the camp entrance, but she changes course and walks directly toward the sparring ring. She stops in front of the group, arms crossed, lips tight, chin slightly raised. Don't mind me. Continue. The Blackgold operatives, previously laughing and relaxed, now stand frozen. Continue. The second time, the words much colder. Despite their tension, no one dares disobey. They hesitantly form a loose circle, leaving a space in the center. The last winner was Hubert. Anyone else want to challenge? Hubert returns to the center, awkwardly rubbing his hands together and glancing around, carefully avoiding eye contact with Hecate. Anyone? No one responds. One operative at the edge tries to slip away but is yanked back by the teammate beside him. Realizing her presence is paralyzing the team, Hecate finally lowers her arms, swallows discreetly, and sits down on the spot. Only then do the others slowly begin to sit down. At Hubert's fleeting glance, Saul steps forward. Come on. They've already been exchanging blows for a while. Both men are overly cautious now. Nothing like the energetic combat earlier. What now? A draw? Taking advantage of a close-range stalemate, they whisper to each other. Then they simultaneously let go and retreat, ending the match. It's a draw. This heavily theatrical duel is finally over. The watching operatives seem relieved. A scattered applause echoed through the camp. Hecate sits expressionless at the front, snapping a dry grass stalk in her hand. So, can we disperse now? Everyone exhales in relief. A few younger operatives start to rise, trying to escape the oppressive atmosphere. I'll have a go. Hecate brushes the crushed grass from her hand and rises to her feet. Oh. Who beat Hecate in front of everyone?
Yes.
How could he even dare?
What's the big deal? You wouldn't say that if you knew Hecate's record. She was a decorated Marine before joining Blackgold. After an operative, she became a living legend for how quickly she rose through the ranks. At first, people questioned how someone so young could lead the Abyssal Squad. But soon, no one questioned her again. She earned it with her life. In the Abyssal Squad, no one disobeys her. Hubert, how could he dare? It's surprising, I admit. But there's still no proof that Hecate had anything to do with Howard's disappearance. Ever since that incident, Howard has been targeted, on purpose. There were so many signs.
Is everyone clear on the team assignments for this infiltration mission? Yes, ma'am! In the camp, Hecate is giving out instructions. 2 rows of black gold operatives stand straight, eyes forward, expression serious. One question, ma'am. Go ahead. Why are the others in teams of 3 or 4 and I'm alone? I'm not obligated to answer that. Yes, ma'am. Prep yourself for departure. It's missed. The operatives break formation, heading off in groups to gather gear or discuss strategies. Only Hubert walks alone towards the dorms, drying his feet. Seeing this, Saul catches up to him. What's going on? I don't know. Could be a mission requirement? Could be retaliation? The two mutter under their breath, not noticing Hecate walking right past him. She gives no sign of having heard anything. Her pace never falters. Her eyes remain fixed directly ahead as she walks into her ops room. Watching her go, Saul pats Hubert on the shoulder. Just be careful, alright? Oh, remember the CG, guys? Keep up. We've only done 20 kilometers, just about halfway. A team from Black Gold is silently trekking through mountainous terrain, each person carrying a heavy pack. Hecate leads at the front. Even her face is drenched in sweat from the long, grueling hike. If anyone falls behind, it's double training when we return. No one says a word. They march in sync, focused entirely on conserving breath. Howard and Saul are at the rear. At a bend in the trail, Saul stops Hubert. Give me 5 kilos of your load. Hubert's face is pale. Sweat, cold or hot, it's hard to tell, pours from his forehead. He takes a few seconds to catch his breath before replying. Thanks, but now. Everyone else is carrying 20 kilos. Only you've got 30. He's singling you out. Don't push yourself. Come on, quick, before they notice. Hubert pats Saul's shoulder, breaks off a tree branch to use as a walking stick, and continues climbing. Damn, okay.
Dangerous missions, harsh training. There's been a lot of these. And all of it started after Hubert took Hecate down in front of everyone. I choose to believe that's not a coincidence. Hecate is taking revenge.
I admit, it sounds pretty convincing, but we still don't have proof. Who are just missing?
We do.
What?
You mentioned the person who killed Howard just now.
They only left together. The factory owner didn't see Hubert actually get shot.
Regardless, that bald guy with the scar is named Stone. I know where he is.
Oh no, don't go face him. Stretch. Oh wait, so this is... Then this one is gonna be the last one. Okay. Bullet holes never heal. Let's see what actually happened to Hubert.
Nightfall. At a forest camp in Kamona, the commander, Miril, and Kuro observe quietly from the camp's perimeter.
Are we really going in? Black Gold camps aren't exactly easy to break into. What's to be afraid of? Worst case, we can still run.
But are we even sure there'll be clues here? The client said Stone was transferred here. If we want to know what really happened that day, he's the only one who can tell us.
There's no other way? Unless you want to go ask Hecate? We don't have to clash head on. Ideally, we'll find something in his quarters. Someone's coming.
A burly man in military uniform approaches a tent with 2 soldiers in tow. He stops at the entrance and signals for them to stay outside. Under the glow of the camp lights, the 3 clearly see a long scar running down his exposed right eye.
Is that him?
Not sure.
Too much is hidden by the helmet and mask. Keep watching.
The tent has no windows, and the entrance flap is lowered, blocking all light and sound from inside. After a while, the man emerges with another similarly dressed Special Forces soldier, whose appearance is also entirely obscured by his mask and helmet. Together they head towards the woods. He returns to the commander and Middle, her eyes brimming with excitement.
Follow them. Wait until they're far enough. Be fast, don't alert the others.
Kuro parts the pouch in her chest rig, where Middle just stuffed 2 more magazines.
Don't you worry. Don't move.
After a coordinated ambush and a swift skirmish, the 2 men who exited the tent are subdued. Middle stands before them, hands on hips, chin raised high, projecting as much authority as she can muster to intimidate the 2 bound men.
Huh.
The one with the scar on the face is the very man they're looking for, Stone. He scoffed with disdain.
I said, don't move.
She slammed the rifle buttstock into Stone's back. The burly man stumbles forward, gritting his teeth to suppress a groan.
Oh. Who are you? What do you want?
The other subdued black gold operative remains still, offering no resistance as his hands got tied behind his back.
A month ago, at the weapon factory in Norwich. What was Blackgold doing there? Blackgold was ordered to destroy an illegal factory. Who in the Dark Zone dares question that?
That's all?
What are you implying?
Miller and Kuro stand on either side of the commander, rifles in hand, exerting pressure on the captives. Miller raises her weapon again and walks over to the masked operative, ready to rough him up a bit. Suddenly, the supposedly restrained operative breaks free, catching Miller off guard and grabbing for her gun. In a split second, the rifle is wrested from Miller's hands, but she doesn't let go. Instead, she crosses into the kneeling man, driving her elbow into the back of his neck and rolling back to gain distance. The black gold operative, still bound at the feet, stumbles from the blow and topples sideways. Despite the fall, his training kicks in. He doesn't try to get up. Instead, lying prone, he turns the rifle toward the commander. As the two scuffle, a rectangular metal object falls from the operative's pocket and clings against a nearby rock.
Don't move!
The standoff holds in the clearing, with the commander and Kuro aiming at the two down operatives.
I suggest you don't do anything rash. You should know by now how a head-on fight with us ends.
Though ambushed, the two men remember how quickly they were taken down. Embarrassment flickers across their faces.
What's this? A dog tag?
She picks up the fallen object, an ID tag common in the Dark Zone. The engraved name is obscured by a bullet hole.
T-H... something... S? Hubert?
Recalling the empty dog tag chain buried outside the factory, the trio share a shocking realization. Miller steps forward. The operative turns the gun toward her.
Stop!
Miller ignores the threat, reaching out to remove his headgear. The operative freezes. The gun is empty. Miller pulls off the mask, revealing a head of red corals.
It's really you!
Helpless, Howard hurls the useless weapon to the ground in frustration.
Who the hell are you people?
The commander glances at Stone, who is still tied up nearby.
Come with me. I got some questions for you.
So he was alive!
A client?
Still unsure of Stone's role in all this, the commander decides to speak to Hubert privately and explain the circumstances.
Yes, I'm Hubert. This is all a misunderstanding.
Hubert hesitates, not sure if he should continue.
Your friend went through hell to find you. You owe him an explanation.
The dog tag now returned to him, resting his paw. Hubert gazes at the bullet hole and sighs.
All right. Even if it's a bit early, it doesn't matter anymore. I wasn't assassinated.
Clearly.
I was transferred here for a covert mission. The mission's over now. You misunderstood Hecate.
With the mission completed, the Black Gold operative returned to the camp, where at their brief and operation review. Most squads hit their objectives. Hubert, who is sitting among the group with his head hanging, jumps to attention.
Ma'am!
You were 1 minute and 20 seconds late. Explain.
Ma'am, I went to sabotage the power grid as planned, but enemy numbers exceeded expectations. It took more time to clean them out.
What do you think was the problem?
There were too many enemies. I needed more time.
So, personal incompetence?
No! I neutralized 8 enemies alone in just 1 minute and 20 seconds. And the system was already down when I arrived. My objectives served no purpose. I questioned the operation plan.
Hecate, who is standing sideways to study the tactical map, tilts her head at his outburst. Reflect on this. Submit a written report tomorrow. Dismissed. Everyone rises and leaves the stifling ops room. Saul bumps shoulders with Hubert as he passes, telling him to quickly make himself scarce. But Hubert doesn't budge. He keeps staring at Hecate. Saul sighs and leaves with the others. Soon, only Hecate and Hubert remain in the room. What is it?
Ma'am, I don't know how to write the report.
He clenches his fists, veins pulsing on his forehead, but still he doesn't dare step out of line. Your mission was to cut power, not follow a set route to the generator room. When you saw the original plan was too difficult, you had at least two alternate ways to achieve the same result within the time limit. But you failed to improvise. You ignored the objective and lacked strategic awareness. Are you brainless? Finally turning around, Hecate peers over her glasses and coldly scrutinizes the agitated rookie standing before her. Hubert looks away in shame. He turns to exit the room, but stops hesitantly at the door.
Since I didn't complete my mission, who sabotaged the system?
Hecate raises an eyebrow and marks a red circle on the map.
That was your position.
Plan B.
I'll write the report.
Hubert says sharply. Just as he steps through the door, Hecate calls out to stop him. Hubert, if you want to advance further, you'll need to prove yourself to me. At the foot of the mountain, the Black Gold team finishes a 40 kilometers march while carrying heavy loads. Having earned a short break, they dump their heavy packs in a pile under a tree. Having been subjected to tougher training than the rest of the team, Howard slumps down to the ground next to the pile of packs and opens a bottle of water while trying to catch his breath. Hey, what's a spare battery from the captain's pack? Hubert drags himself over the floor with resignation and picks up Hecate's pack. He hefts it, then grabs another for comparison.
What's with that look on your face?
Hubert puts down Hecate's pack and unbuckles it, rummaging through its contents.
What is this? A cast iron block, 10 kilos.
Hubert holds up the heavy black hunk of metal that he just pulled out of Hegate's bag in disbelief.
Are you crazy? You stand your own load in the captain's back? Even if she gives you hell, you need to stay calm. Don't throw yourself at the knife like this.
What's the problem? Hurry up! The operative in the distance shouts impatiently. Howard stuffs the iron block back into the pack, retrieves the spare battery, and hands it to Saul. Give it to her. Saul grumbles as he goes. Howard puts the pack back where it was, then looks toward Hecate. She is standing tall, instructing two teammates. Unlike everyone else lying sprawled on the ground around her, her posture betrays no trace of fatigue. Howard straightens up subconsciously, adjusts his uniform, and walks over. Ma'am.
Ah. So, Hegade has actually been training you and setting you up for promotion?
Yes.
Well, that's a surprise, but I guess it's more believable than her trying to kill you out of spite.
Sounds like you know her well.
We met once or twice.
After the Northridge mission, I left the team to take on this classified operation. Can you promise me something?
Go on.
My promotion to squad leader will be announced tomorrow morning. My friend will know then. Until then, I'd appreciate your silence. I'll explain it to him myself.
Alright.
Howard drops the bullet hole on the dog tag, feeling the dent on the surface. He sighs.
Everything identifying me was supposed to be destroyed. Like the buried stab you saw. It's also why a stone shot my dog tag. But I couldn't bear to leave it behind, so I took it with me. Didn't expect you to track me down and chase me all this way. I'm still nowhere near as good as her.
He smiles wanly. There is no resentment on his youthful face, but his eyes are heavy with a profound sense of helplessness.
No matter how hard we try to catch up to her, the captain is always ahead. We're already giving it our all just to avoid falling behind.
The commander doesn't know what to say. They simply pat Howard on the shoulder.
Come on, the others are still waiting. At least, be glad she's not your enemy. Real. That was an interesting little story. Now let's see the ending.
Oh my god, Angelia?
The fluttering wings of a butterfly. Alright.
At last, the three climb over the cliff with the box, reaching flat ground. They pause to rest and reorganize. In the distance, the Northridge Hotel comes into view.
Never thought Hecate would show such mercy. Looks like the intel I had on her was wrong. Mercy? Hecate? Did I hear that right? 4 years ago, if you hadn't shown mercy and instead killed that glory-hungry traitor, she could have claimed all the credit and gotten the reward.
She got to where she is not because she's ruthless, but because she has more principles than most. The name of the band in English is Butterfly Nebula. Oh!
Hura unties the ropes from the box, casually lifting one of the handles. She tries to hoist it up, but her strained arm gives out from earlier exertion, and the box floats back to the ground.
Careful!
Hura stares at the commander, puzzled at their overreaction.
What's wrong with you?
Judging from Kekate's reaction earlier, I have a bad feeling about what's inside this box. I hope I'm just being paranoid.
The commander offers no further explanation. Together with Kudo, they lift the box again, this time more steadily.
Let's go find a ride. We're almost at the hotel.
At dusk, less than 2 hours from the scheduled time.
Do we really have to leave our weapons outside? I bet it's another damn radio.
At the Northridge Hotel, the commander, Minil, and Kuro come to an unmarked room. They push open the door.
You made it.
A man in black greets him inside the room. He's wearing sunglasses, which obscures his face.
Did you bring the box?
Ignoring Kurz's snarky remark, the man cuts straight to the chase. The commander sets the box down on the carpet in the center of the room.
Here.
The man doesn't touch the box. Instead, he picks up a walkie-talkie.
They've arrived.
What did I say?
Milo nudges her into silence. A familiar woman's voice crackles through the speaker.
Good. The box?
Minor wear, no major damage.
Open it.
Open it? Alright.
The man hesitates briefly, then calls someone over. The two men each place a finger on a biometric lock. With a click, the box opens. The commander can't see inside from their angle. The man reaches in, carefully inspecting something.
What is it? What? She's alive. What? Yeah, exactly, that's my reaction.
Good. Get her to the doctor. You're free to go.
The man sets the radio down on the table. With help from the newcomer, he lifts the contents from the box. It is a human girl, unconscious. She looks about 17 or 18. Her eyes are closed. Her supple long hair trails behind her, with a vivid streak of color dyed on the left side.
It's a person. There's a person in that box.
Milo's gasp escapes her mouth before she can clap a hand over her mouth. Her eyes widen in shock. Kuro grabs her arm.
Please remain here. The client would like to talk to you.
The man carries the girl toward the exit. As he passes, her limp hair brushes the commander's arm.
Wait!
The man halts. His partner places a hand on his waist, near his holster.
The box.
Aren't you taking that with you?
No.
The commander has instantly reached out for the girl, but they manage to stop themselves in time. They jam their hands into their pockets forcefully.
Right. Got it. I thought the box was smaller. No, they say at the beginning that the box is very big. So I had a suspicion, but man,
The two men exit, shutting the door behind them. Out of sight, the commander's hands in their pockets have clenched into tight fists.
You've done well.
The walkie-talkie sits on the table. The three stand frozen. It feels like the warehouse in Marulos all over again.
I heard Hegata and Dusk gave you trouble along the way, but you made it. Thank you for your efforts. I've arranged rooms for you in the Northridge Hotel. Rest here for the night. I'll bring your payment in the morning.
No chance for a response. The light on the walkie-talkie goes dim. The door opens. A man dressed as a hotel staff member bows slightly.
Allow me to escort you to your room.
girl in boxes. Mika's favorite tropes indeed.
Room 307, Northridge Hotel. The layout and decor are identical to the previous room. All three are assigned to the same space. After thanking the staffer and locking the door behind them, the tension finally breaks.
They stuff a person in a box and trick us into delivering her. That's kidnapping. That's why there were air holes, and why they insisted it be delivered within 24 hours. Imagine if we drop it off the cliff.
Good thing we didn't. She's alive.
What about Beluga? Does she also know that it was a girl inside the box? Definitely. Hecate too. Beluga clearly knows the girl, and yet she still had us bring her here. Why?
The box had cutting-edge biometric locks and could only be opened with 2 people. Forcing it open could have harmed the girl inside. If we didn't bring her to Northridge, she would have died inside. This was Beluga's only option.
Who is this girl anyway? You have both those and Hecate fighting over her. It's totally unheard of. Whoever she is, to drug someone and lock them in a box, they're no good people. Should we...
Military is off. The streaks change classes. No one needs to say it aloud.
Just like when we let John go on the boat.
They nod to each other, sharing a knowing smile. Kudo slumps back into a chair, finally relaxed without the weight of ammo belts and weapons.
First thing, we need to figure out where they took the girl. And second, we got to get our guns back.
It was Lunasia in the box. I mean, they pretty much alluded that it was Lunasia, so... Guns? Damn it.
The commander bolts to the door and tries to open it, only to find it locked from the outside. They yank on the white painted wooden door. The wood strains under the force.
They're tying up loose ends. That's why they opened the box in front of us and didn't bother to hide their secrets.
From the gap beneath the door, flames and smoke begin to seep in.
Get back!
Miriam and Kudo grab the table, preparing to ram the door.
Hang on!
The commander hears a shot fired from a suppressed pistol. Then the doors kick open from the outside. Flames pouring from the hallway. Leaning against the blaze is a familiar figure.
It's you? In the 1900s, kids were sent through the US post mail cross countries. It was cheaper. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Apparently, there had to be like a thing that they had to do, like a law or something, that were like, please do not send kids through the mail.
The next day, in a hidden room 1 kilometer northwest of the Northridge Hotel, a phone call takes place.
Hello, it's me. The box was delivered, but someone took the cargo last night. All we know is that it was a woman missing an eye. Those 3 special operatives have already been dealt with, but I suspect someone else showed up at the Northridge Hotel last night. Don't worry, I'll get to the bottom of this.
In the woods, 50 kilometers from the Northridge Hotel. A jeep bumps and grinds its way down a mountain path. Judging by the depth of the tracks, it's carrying a heavy load.
We're far enough. We should be safe now.
The jeep halts. 1, 2, 3... 7 people hop off. 7 people?
Is she alright?
The commander glances toward the 8th person, still lying quietly in the back of the jeep. The unconscious girl's long dark hair is tied into a ponytail, turning softly across the seat. Oh, Angie. Maybe?
The phone took the bullet. It didn't hit anything vital. Just knock her out. But the impact blows the smoke from the fire. She still hasn't woken up. We'll take her to a doctor we trust. Don't worry. She's like a blade of grass growing from the dry stones in Camona. She won't die without meaning. I hope she's okay. Thank you, you saved our lives.
Yeah, thanks. This was the second time you've charged into a burning building. What were you even doing in Northridge?
It wasn't a coincidence. A month ago, we took a job. The only instruction was to arrive at the Northridge Hotel yesterday and stay the night.
Huh. A job?
Yeah, the client was a teenage girl. Never heard of her before, not even in the dark zone. But she had a streak of highlight dyed into the left side of her hair.
It's all connected.
And we waited outside until sunset. That's when a girl with an eye patch over her right eye came looking for us.
Beluga!
You know her?
She's her friend. How is she?
She looked fine. She had a private conversation with Angelia, and then Angelia took us on a rescue mission. We expect to see you again when we busted down the door.
Thank you, truly.
We don't know much else. It's strange though. Angelia is always so guarded, but she trusted those two enough to put everything on the line. You think she risked her life to save you.
Strange? To be honest, I don't even understand it myself. But if I had the chance, I'd do everything in my power to save her too.
But you're strangers, no?
We've never met, and yet it feels as if we've known each other forever. Like we'd gone through fire and water together countless times. Maybe there's a kind of trust that transcends time. A gift of fate. So what now? We'll probably need to lie low for a while. If you hadn't swapped us out with 3 corpses yesterday, we wouldn't have gotten out so cleanly. Whoever's backing the client must be dangerous. We'll need new identities. A wise choice. Well then, this is where we say goodbye. We need to figure out how to wake our sleeping beauty. And this jeep can't handle any more weight. Good luck. I hope we meet again. Take care. The 4 light-haired girls get back into the jeep. Lucia starts the engine and leans out of the driver's seat.
Let's not make it too long till next time.
Trust me, it won't be.
Bye! Stay safe! Bye!
The jeep carries off the 4 girls and the unconscious Angelia. The force is quiet again, with only the commander, Kuro, and Middle left behind. The morning sun rises slowly, dissolving the night fog clinging to the woods. After 2 days and nights of chaos and peril, this hastily assembled team finally finds a moment of peace.
Crap! What about the gear in the box?
Don't worry, Beluga will never leave her behind.
So what now?
Mir and Kuro stand by the commander's side. Mir has once again lost her precious backpack. Kuro's body is marked with bruises and cuts from combat. But the 3 of them are still together, unbroken by the storm, unlost in the dark. The commander raises a hand to shield their eyes as they peer up at the sky. An eagle soars across the rising sun. Shall we go on together? Late night, at an unspecified forest camp somewhere in the dark zone in Camona.
Follow me.
Middle moves quietly through the camp, leaving 4 bewildered civilians, carefully avoiding the guards.
Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
Oh, Kuro. A familiar bird call echoes from the trees ahead. It is Kuro, signaling her position and urging them on.
This way.
The kidnapped civilians are led to safety. At the same time, plumes of flame rise from several tents in the center of the camp. The commander loops in from a side path and joins them.
Timing's perfect.
You ready? Suda smears the commander's coat, evidence of their arson. Mira fits a gas mask over her face. Kuro flicks off the safety of her weapon with a sharp click.
Then it's showtime.
3 figures dive into the Kamona jungle under the cover of night, cutting through the longest-standing road of the Dark Zone with fire and gunfire in their wake. Faint, perhaps, but light all the same. Light that refuses to be extinguished by the dark.
Damn! That was a nice ending. I like they stuck together.
指揮官さん、ごきげんよう。
That was
本日の作戦
something.
とっくに済ませておりますわ。
And they live happily ever after.
指揮
Yippee!
官さん、ごきげんよう。
Time to equip my latest
本日の
medal.
作戦準備はとっくに済ませておりますわ。
Yippee! Alright. With that done, I guess let's get back here. For a little chat. It was an event. It was an event. It was pretty nice, actually. It was very interesting. I said, even though I knew nothing about like the Dark Zone or Kamon or whatever, you know, it gives you enough information to be kind of positioned on the world. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. And the implications of, you know, even in some alternate universe / timeline, Luna's is still getting kidnapped for some reason. And M16 is still there rescuing her. Just 16 traveling around because the state's like, totally. Absolutely. And you know, it seemed like they knew because I mean, DeFi at the end said, you know, when they're like, oh, it's like a teenage girl with like a streak like dyed on her hair. Which was, you know, which is Lunasia / M4, which is the same girl that they took out of the box at the very end. And like Lunasia was the one that hired them and was like, oh, be there in like a month. Just stay the night, just be there. And then Beluga arrived like, yo. So it looked like, I don't know, they were both doing something? They had a plan. Were they working together? I don't know, but they had a plan. And, you know, clearly they're the same Lunasia and M16, you know, well, quote unquote, the same. Since clearly they knew what things were happening, what was going to happen, etc., etc. And Beluga was acting very much like Beluga, you know? Very much M16. They didn't use the excuse of a static because clearly there was no static here, but if there was, she would probably be like, oh yeah, I work for a static. Luna's is watching everywhere. I work for the CIA. Whenever she gets to like somewhere new, it's like, shit, what's the secret service here? I work for them. M16 Wild Adventures Real. I'm gonna do a map while we farming. Here's a plague for every universe intelligence service. Yeah, exactly. She's like, oh yeah, I'm KGB. You know, it's every time she has to be like, oh yeah, I'm from this place. Yes, totally, absolutely, trust me. And how do you know this will happen in 3 days? The FBI told me. Yes, I have struggling to read KDD. Read smudged writing on hand. I am yeah. What other secret services are there? I forgot the one from my country. Tuna Secret Service. It had a name. But I mean, I can't remember for the life of me. Let me look it up. I think it's oh, Agencia Nacional de Inteligencia. That's it. ANI. Agencia Nacional de Inteligencia. Yeah. That was very, very fun, very interesting event. But yeah, that means we are done with the event. I'm gonna do the Frontline 2 event next week, I think. So I can go. So tomorrow, I can go back to Expedition 33. I need it in my veins. Tomorrow we're becoming French again. Inject me that Lumiere, hell yeah. It's been too long. I'm like, I could do Gears Frontline 2, but also I could just continue Expedition. It's been, as I said, it's been like 2 weeks, and I feel it. I feel the withdrawal. The withdrawal symptoms. So next Saturday, we'll read the Gears Frontline 2 event. Tomorrow we do Expedition. I need feed. We need to collect more feed from Monaco. There's a short. I can't remember if I sent it, because the voice actors were at some con or another. I don't remember this. This is like, you know, summer is like con season, so you know there's a lot of cons going on. They were somewhere. So there's a short that I saw of them, like, you know, they were like kind of moving like their characters in game when they're like in battle and saying like their battle lines. And they ended with you know, they're all saying their cool lines. And they ended with like Monaco's voice actor. And he just kind of scratches his belly and goes, "My, what lovely feet." Yeah, summer. Oh, was it Summer Game Fest? Yeah. and they were all in cosplay. They were all the voice actors were wearing like the Lumiere outfit from the game, you know, the one that's very French. Not the Lumiere, the baguette. It's called baguette. I love it. You know, with like the little hats and like the striped clothes. And Monaco's voice actor had the quote unquote summer Monaco outfit, because there is a swimsuit outfit for Monaco, in case you wanted to know, guys. And you know, it's one of those cosplays that you know, they're like, he was just like, he just had like a gray bodysuit with like some hair around the hood and like a floater around his waist. It was the best. Took me so long to get his. Yeah, for at first I thought it was just like, you know, a very low effort Monaco. But then I saw a comment, and then I remember like, oh yeah, there's swimsuit outfits in this game. And also I need to verify something, because I found out, I read something that was very funny, but I don't know if it was just the fan art or if it actually happens. Oh my god, it's real. Okay. I don't know which one of the fights it is, but like in one of the fights with Renoir, you know, if you got everyone wearing swimsuits or everyone wearing the baguette outfit in your team, Renoir also shows up using the same outfit. So Renoir can show up for his boss fight wearing a swimsuit. And I'm like, that's insane. That is crazy. Oh wait, I think I already farm all my things. I have to do that then. I should have done that. Yeah, I'm like, damn. That's like such a cool Easter egg. Like, what do you mean she just shows up? Dressed like that. Dressed like the rest of your party. That's so funny. That's so incredibly funny. But yeah, so tomorrow, Expedition 003, let's go! I'm so close to the ending. I'm just gonna finish. We have to finish doing the side quests. So we're missing. Can't remember who were we missing. I mean, I know where we're missing Mael. Someone else. Can't remember who. But we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. He wants to our farm, that's why. But that's also such a cool little detail from the devs. And like, again, indie game devs, you know, it's just that they're a team of 32 people and a dog. And they just went insane with all these little details. And I'm like, I can't believe it. I can't believe that. It's insane. That's crazy. Does Eske have one? I don't know. We're missing Eske too. Like we need to max his thing. I assume he will also have one. So I think we were missing Eske and Mael because we did Lune. We did Lunes. We did Monaco. I'm pretty sure we did Ciels too. I think? I don't remember actually. Did Ciel have a quest actually? I can't remember doing anything for her, but I'm pretty sure we have her thing maxed. Her affection. Her bond. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I can't remember what it was though, because I remember Lune was she wanted to find the journal from her parents' expedition. Oh yeah, and Ciel was the swimming cutscene. That was kind of a cutscene. Only, I think. Wasn't it? They just kind of swam together. And then Lune came with the side quest of like going to Siren's island. And Monoko had the thing to revive Noko, and we had to fight Golgra with only Monoko and Verso. I love Monoko. And I know how he was like, I challenge you to a duel. And Verso, the moment Verso was like, oh, this has nothing to do with me then. Monoko just whispers, please help me. There's something about those short little deliveries with like his super serious and deep voice that cracks me up every time. I'm gonna take a shower, see ya. Yeah, I'm gonna end too. Take care. I'm gonna take this chance also to rest a little bit, have some lunch. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, for more expedition. If I'm not today, also because I've been tired this week, but hopefully France will give me strength. So yeah, I shall see you guys tomorrow, this same time. Maybe a bit later, because, you know, gotta cut grass and all that. But yeah, shall be expeditioning. For now, take care of yourselves. Remember to stay safe, stay hydrated. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.